Hello Virgo, welcome to Quantum Revival Tarot. This is your December 2020 reading. Someone could be really sad about something. I was hearing, we are so sad. And it's the Wheel of Fortune card right at the center of your spread. So there could be some kind of risk. I'm hearing financial interplay. I'm getting like risk taker. And it is crossed by the Ace of, I'm hearing intelligence. It's the Ace of Swords here. So something, knowledge, I'm hearing contract and also consent. Some kind of risk to be taken, or there could be an element of chance, spontaneity, serendipity also. It's like spontaneity and serendipity are kind of like merged together. And let's look at the conscious mind. We've got the moon, and that is in reverse. But I'm feeling for it as something that you can upright for sure, like as far as communications go, perhaps long distance communications, that it's something that even just like looks like it's in reverse, but it's actually available to your spread. And so you could even be worried about something that's like, I literally was like, felt like I needed to pull this card upright and it was in reverse, and that never happened. So I think it is something that is like, someone could have illusioned you or disillusioned you into thinking that you don't have the potential, I'm hearing, to create. And so it could just be some kind of false, someone could be really putting on, I'm getting like a farce, something that's a farce or falsity, a folly. And I'm hearing communication, I'm hearing is return, and I'm hearing to her deck, and with that I am pulling in the subconscious mind, the Four of Cups and the Nine of Pentacles in reverse. So there could be some kind of wealth or knowledge. I'm hearing birth. I'm hearing of motherhood, and so we're seeing something that is coming from an unknown source into the subconscious mind. Are you aware of the comings and goings of this? And I'm pulling yes, and it's the Queen of Pentacles here. Regarding, I'm hearing relationships, higher power, and Tower. And it is right next to the Nine of Pentacles here, so it could be something to do with the finances as well. And it could be taking a toll on the mind, on the subconscious mind, and perhaps even the dreams, manifesting in dreams. And I'm getting some kind of organized material here, or organization. I'm getting the Eight of Swords. Something could leave you feeling mentally imprisoned, and it could be a wrongful judgment. Let's look into your past. It looks like we have the King of Swords here. Is this perhaps what's causing this organized, trapped feeling? We have this masculine card. I'm hearing entity. It could be an entity for you. And it is the King of Swords here, the card of Uranus. And they kind of have some kind of, they're really like balancing the zodiac in their right hand here. Balancing the zodiac in their right hand here, but it could be something that's been miscreated. It is in reverse. It could be something that is, I'm hearing unlawful. I'm thinking of creation. It could be something that is a force of creation or miscreation. I'm pulling the card of lack or scarcity of funds. It could be causing also duality for you. It looks like there is a bit of concealed knowledge or funds that is causing this lack or scarcity, lack of information perhaps, and it looks like who is presiding over and keeping this information and knowledge is someone who's in your past and has used these forces, these tools of manifestation wrongfully. And I'm getting like someone who's up at night, or maybe you're finally getting sleep about an issue, but it looks like in your past you have the Nine of Swords, and it's causing a lot of mental anguish. Again, a card of duality as we see these split figures here. Cards of duality, mental strength, I'm hearing, is something that's like you have fought a lot of mental battles, and that's why you're the Ace of Swords. That's why I'm hearing the Dude. That's why you're the Ace of Swords. That's why you're the Ace, because you have learned so much about this. I'm hearing war template, I'm hearing footage, I'm hearing reversed. And so let's look at the future. And another card is flying out with the Three of Cups. Whatever this three-way partnership or communication is something that's supposed to be a joint endeavor, but it looks like there could be something disrupting your success. And we have another King card, the King of Wands reversed. I'm hearing abuse, miscreation, misappropriations of knowledge. And so I'm looking at this masculine archetype, which is also Jupiter, and it could be something where it's like you really want to let birds fly on this one, or I'm also thinking of kind of like a clipped wing or something that didn't quite take flight. This could be an obstacle for you. I'm hearing bird feathers. I'm hearing weather. Also, Jupiter, really, that red spot on Jupiter, that's that storm that's been raging on for like, what, at least hundreds of years or something. And so we're seeing some kind of, I'm hearing entity, I'm hearing negative entity. Some kind of storm weather brewing, something that's brewing, something that's been kind of like I'm hearing suction cup, but I'm thinking kind of siphoning, and as I'm also thinking of like a cyclone, of like a, even like a vortex. I'm hearing disperse. Something that has been raging, brewing, or accruing. I'm hearing wealth, and it's causing kind of like, it's like that feeling where it's like if you're in flight or in, I'm hearing momentum, almost like a car on the freeway that's had the back ripped off of it, or a door that's ripped off of it. It's kind of like this force. I'm hearing wind resistance. It's kind of like this force that is pulling on. Like, I'm seeing it as like a vacuum energy here on whatever this three-way communication is. There's a vacuum on it. Okay. Be sure to stay grounded. Head out to the earth and go to a nature site. It could really help you with whatever this situation is. That's hopefully not a vacuum on your. It looks like you're an intelligent observer here. Hopefully not a vacuum on your communications or intelligence. Let's look at your hopes and fears. And we have the card of balance. So you're really trying to balance whatever this situation is. I see it as a kind of a neutral card, but not wanting a neutral outcome, but not without the struggle of trying to balance. It's like a balancing act. You don't want to tip. I'm hearing the scales too lightly. I'm getting junction, and a bunch of cards are flying out of the deck into the subconscious mind. What's going on with that subconscious activity, huh? What is going on there that wants to make itself? It's almost like it's like stacking. I'm hearing organized. It's like too much activity in the subconscious mind. It's causing this huge balancing act for you. Let's look at your finances. And we're getting some kind of, I'm hearing operation, I'm hearing destiny, I'm hearing final play, final fantasy. Two, in the major arcana, this is I'm hearing witch, I'm hearing sacred, like sacred spread. And also secret comes to mind as I say sacred. Some kind of hidden knowledge or wisdom that you're presiding over. And it looks like your financial, prosperous. I'm hearing return, I'm hearing funding, I'm hearing her music. Hopefully you haven't had any kind of situation where your creativity could be related to music and your financial and career position here that has been, I'm hearing underground knowledge. Let's look at your love life, and I'm getting Princess Andromeda, and she's known for being very fair. I'm hearing wise. It is the Queen of Cups, and I mean fair as in beautiful, to the point where Cassiopeia, her mother, boasted about this to Poseidon, that she was more beautiful than his sea nymphs, and so she was chained to a rock as a sacrifice to Poseidon. Are you waiting for someone to rescue you? Are you waiting for the typical romantic hero, which in this deck would be Perseus, who rescues Princess Andromeda? But it looks like you could feel a little bit like you're in need of a rescue. And this romantic couple, I'm hearing figures in history, are sort of set in the stars here. And so hopefully you don't have something where it could be like an emotional or spiritual pouring out. I'm hearing of destiny, an emotional or spiritual pouring out of whatever is in this cup. It could be the end of one cycle and into the next cycle of love. You could be even leaving a relationship and heading out into a new one, having trouble leaving a relationship, or really just going through the point in which you're ready to pour out that cup and start anew. Let's look at the Destiny card. And we have the card of Knight of Swords. That is Hercules. He is a hero of sorts. He has also, you may be called to fight some kind of battle regarding the intellectual mind, or also communications. You could be someone who does some kind of debating. Okay, let's leave it off here. Thank you, Virgo.